Hello, hello. Welcome on into another episode of the Whiskey Crusaders. I'm Will.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Matt.
Today we're going to be drinking the Van Winkle Family Reserve 13-year rye.
Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button and click that notification bell. Matt, why don't you tell us a little bit about this?
All right. So this is the unicorn of unicorns, the Van Winkle Family Reserve Rye, Kentucky Straight, 13-year. Comes in at 95.6 from the old Rip Van Winkle store, which of course does not exist. It's actually made of Buffalo Trace. It's very nice. If you want to see the history of it, back when did Pappy 23, I guess, you can check that out. So like I said, it's one of the oldest ryes in the market at 13 years old, because most ryes are, like 4 to 6 years old, but this is actually pretty old. It is the Buffalo Trace mash bill. It's the only rye mash bill they have, and it's a low rye, so it's a bare legal rye, so mostly it's corn, but they don't tell you. They say it also uses as medley and cream of Kentucky rye. Whatever those versions are, I don't know what they are, but sure. Like I said, it's bare legal. The rest of it's a secret. It's the unicorn rye, what it is. So let's see what we think is this worth the crazy hype this thing gets?
What you say crazy hype, the unicorn of unicorns.
What is the MSRP? What have you seen?
120.
120
120, and what have you, I mean.
Oh, I've seen this thing for multiple thousands of dollars on secondary.
I've never even seen this bottle before.
Yeah, this is by far the hardest to get of all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, everything else, it's either the Van Winkle or the Pappy's series. This is by far the hardest to get.
Yeah, I get some nice pickle on the nose.
Me too. A little bit of mint.
A little bit of mint, but it's more pickle.
Yeah, minty, dusty corn, a little anise, but it's also got like this shoe polish with pipe tobacco and cigar wrapper and toffee.
Pickle and mint.
And honey.
I'm getting tobacco on this.
Yeah.
And it doesn't, it's not like the hot, since it is a low rye, you don't get all the crazy, dill notes or anything, or, tons of anise. You get a little bit of anise, but not a lot.
No,
I get some spearmint on this in the background.
And the more I smell it, the more the corn is coming forward.
Yeah.
That dusty corn, that
hay-like.
that hay that I find a lot in bourbons,
Smells good.
It doesn't smell horrible.
Good.
It's got a slight pickle on it. It's got more mint than. What's the proof on this?
95.6.
It doesn't.
I like the spice.
It does have a lot of spice to it.
Really nice black pepper spice.
Black pepper and a little clove.
It just swells and grows, and it's lovely. Yeah, clove.
Definitely clove.
The proof is kind of blah. I don't know. It kind of just dies off. The finish for me.
It does. I agree with that. The finish is very lacking.
A lot of times, you said it's 95.
The black pepper that hangs out, but that's it.
Yeah. That's about it. It doesn't have those, as you get higher and higher in the proof, how it has that swelling coming back up, or the growth of the proof. It doesn't have that. Kind of just falls off, which is kind of disappointing with that black pepper.
Yeah, because it swelled really, it swelled huge on that first initial impression.
In the right here in your palate, almost mid palate,
and
where it kind of stops.
And midway through the journey is where it started growing for me. But then as it comes towards the finish, like you said, just kind of drops off a cliff.
It's kind of disappointing because, for a rye that doesn't have the huge pickle note that usually turns me off to rye, I like the mint, I like the clove and the black pepper, and it just dies off.
And it may take time to open up too, because I only opened it recently, so
that's true too. Okay. So for neck pour value,
this is more or less. It had one pour out of it previously. It does have a lot of nice sweetness and oily, with the caramel, vanilla, and the salt, and a little bit of anise. The red apple, but it's got this worn leather for me on it. I like it with the black pepper. But it also has this dried peaches and apricots and walnut note on the finish that I'm finding.
It's not bad.
It's one of the better ryes I've had.
It's one of the better ryes that I've had, but I still wouldn't go hunting it down. Unicorn of all unicorns and all, but if I saw it on the shelf and it was at actual price,
I would pay 125 for this.
I'd pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be one that I would absolutely go searching for. Oh my gosh, I have to have this.
No.
You know,
No, we're not typically rye fans. So we kind of go into
this
that.
is not a typical rye.
It's not.
No, it's not.
No.
But it's a really good rye, and I think it'll get better over time too as it opens. But
yeah, I really want to explore it. Probably about halfway down the bottle, or maybe
hopefully this one lasts longer than the 20-year did.
quarter way down the bottle, and give it another shot after it opens up a little bit and see.
Yeah, it's good. We can always try it again another day. But no, I think it's good. For what it is, I think it's. But I don't think I'd pay some crazy, outlandish prices of thousands of dollars that people pay for these things.
No,
I don't find that almost any whiskeys are worth the insanity of the secondary. They're just not.
No, that 120 is probably the max.
It's about the right price.
Yeah.
I think what the Van Winkle family puts it at, and in fact, now they're prosecuting people, going after them for secondary prices. They're going really hard after people now for it.
I think people should do that. I think that whiskey makers, if they have the authority to do so, I think they should. I think if they're putting their product out at a price, that's what they think the price should be sold at. And
exactly.
I think to gouge customers out of that, I think it hurts the brand. So I think they should have every legal right to put.
Yeah, they're telling you to write to the Better Business Bureau and all this stuff. Like the Van Winkles are really not happy about. And plus, if you do buy or sell on the secondary market, it's illegal. So
right. I mean,
that's the other thing. They're going after those people too. So yeah, don't screw with this brand as far as they're concerned. They will go after you.
Well, and to me, it just drives the price up. And
for everybody else,
I hate the fact that that we even have to talk about a secondary market.
Right.
We should be talking about this being a $120 bourbon and that being the end of the conversation.
And I think it's worth that. Right. I think that's correct. I mean, because especially age. I mean, especially with ryes, like we said, you don't see 13 ryes. That's an old rye. It really is. That's an old rye. So you're gonna come in Canada. So it's fine.
Yeah, unless you're in Canada.
So I will unless you're Canada. But yeah, I think it's good. Hey, like I said, you find it for MSRP, buy it. Big secondary, hell no. So, but hey, it's good. I like it. I'm glad we have it. I'm glad we tried it.
Yeah.
Thanks for making a really good rye.
I'm glad I had a chance to try it.
Yep. Exactly.
All right. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and click that notification bell. And until next time,
keep on crusading for better whiskey in your glass.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. A few drops.
Today we're going to be drinking Pappy Van Winkle and their 13-year rye.
No, it's just Van Winkle Family Reserve 13-year rye. They get pissed off you say Pappy.
Heard that.
Fix that shit.